The European Internet Network brings you the news, sponsored by DHL Worldwide Express, your distribution partners.
Hello and welcome to Inside China Today. I'm Marguerite Howell, and here are some of the stories we're following for Monday, April 27th. A Tibetan activist lights himself on fire as police forcibly end a hunger strike. Taiwan cuts all ties with Guinea-Bissau. And anti-nuclear activists stage a demonstration in Taiwan. A 50-year-old Tibetan activist was in very critical condition in the hospital on Monday after setting himself on fire in protest against police efforts to end a hunger strike in New Delhi, India. The president of the Tibetan Youth Congress says Tu Kuduk set himself on fire on Monday about the same time as Indian police took away 3 remaining fasters. He says police officers had surrounded the hunger strikers' camp a day earlier and taken away 3 of 6 Tibetans who had gone 48 days without food. He says the move to end the strike came as a Chinese army official was due to arrive in India. The 6 Tibetans had vowed to fast unto death in protest against China's occupation of their Himalayan homeland. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright says she will make Tibet an important part of her discussions with Chinese officials in Beijing later this week. Albright is expected to urge Chinese leaders to make some gesture on Tibet ahead of a planned visit to China by U.S. President Bill Clinton this June. Taipei cut all diplomatic ties with Guinea-Bissau on Friday following an announcement that the West African country had switched recognition to rival Beijing. Foreign Minister Jason Hu says he feels cheated by the decision and that the move will hurt bilateral ties with the Chinese mainland. The announcement came just one day after the first Taipei-Beijing talks in nearly 3 years and brings to 27 the number of countries that officially recognize Taiwan. Taiwan Prime Minister Vincent Xiao and a high-powered delegation of business leaders continued their 3-day visit to Malaysia on Monday. Taiwan's state-funded central news agency says Xiao is expected to meet the Malaysian Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister during his stay, which is aimed at upping business contacts between the 2 countries. Hundreds of anti-nuclear activists held a demonstration in Taipei on Sunday to mark the anniversary of the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear disaster and to demand their own government drop a plan to build a 4th nuclear power station on the island. They say Taiwan would be devastated if a nuclear accident occurred. After 6 years of delays and protests following the Chernobyl disaster, a plan was approved in 1994 to build the plant. Opposition lawmakers and anti-nuclear activists managed to get the plant's funding canceled in May 1996, but the ruling Nationalist Party revived the project 5 months later. And now for a look at Tuesday's weather. Expect cloudy skies and showers in Beijing. Daytime highs will reach the mid-70s, with overnight lows dropping to the mid-60s. Expect partly cloudy skies over Shanghai. Highs will reach the upper 60s, with overnight lows in the mid-50s. Hong Kong will see thunderstorms. Highs will reach the low 80s, with overnight lows in the mid-70s. It will be rainy in Taipei. Highs will reach the upper 70s, with overnight lows around 70. And that's Inside China Today. For the European Internet Network, this is Marguerite Howell.
Today's news was brought to you by DHL Worldwide Express.